All right, so welcome to the movie review, to the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie review stuff. Before we, you know, shoot and stuff, let's do like a quick introduction. So, I'm Mad Mike. Uh, on my left, my good brother here, Drago.
Yo, what up?
All right, all right. So basically, was big Mortal Kombat fans. We watched this movie like three times, right?
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
times. Yeah, yeah, and God, it's just so much stuff to take, like with the Easter eggs and everything. It's just like trying to take notes down and everything, and how it's like the pros and the cons of this movie, how it turned out and everything.
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah,
was it was it was definitely interesting. It
yeah,
was it was something.
yeah. It was really something. It was really good, but at the same time, it's just like the movie is just kind of like split. It just led to like a split of like the audience of like you know that
Yeah,
casual and the hardcore MK fans that
right.
it just leaves like people talking.
Yeah, it definitely left an impression on the audience for sure. Um, a lot of people uh don't like the movie. A lot of people love the movie, and then you have like a lot of people who are kind of in between on it. They
Hmm.
kind of want to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely did. Um, Especially like with like with the fight scenes and everything and stuff. It's kind of like it gave like the fight scene. It gave some people what they want.
Right, right.
Like we finally got fatalities in the big
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, well, I mean, we we finally got that rated R Mortal Kombat that we've been asking for. So we got the blood, we got the gore, the fatalities, everything that the games bring
Yeah.
to to the big screen.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. And even like with the Easter eggs and everything, I'm glad like we caught those like I had to watch I had to watch like the second time like the second time I watched this I didn't know that somebody pointed this out on Twitter that I think one of like they were like the pillars in Raiden's temple. I'll get to that, but probably get to that. But like I think let's kind of like shoot the stuff like the first 7 minutes of the movie, with
Yeah.
Hanzo and Bihan, everything on how like Hanzo how like Hanzo was kind of like he saw like he had his mark,
Yeah.
he had his mark and stuff, and like his family stuff, like his family was like was like got like petrified when Bihan showed up.
Yeah, yeah. That was definitely a dramatic scene. Very focused on the origin of the two characters and how it all started.
Hmm.
Um, it really set like a serious tone for the movie, which I thought was really interesting. Um, and it just really kind of, from my perspective, it kind of set up Sub Zero to really be the big bad. You know, he's going in and he kills he kills Hanzo's family, which um, I'm assuming you're gonna throw like spoiler alerts all up in
Uh,
the video whenever
oh yeah,
whenever
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
forgot.
okay, cool.
Yeah, because like I was like, wait, I forgot. I was like, you know what? Wait a minute. I think like
Yeah,
before it's like okay, before like we get to the whole thing, like for people who did not watch the movie, so there's gonna be spoilers and stuff. If you haven't
yeah.
watched it, I suggest you should not.
Spoilers. Yeah, don't watch.
You should not look at the review. So look how our reviews or anybody's reviews. So watch it.
Right.
Watch it in your own experience. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Check it out for yourselves.
Yeah, check it out for yourself. Like you haven't
Right.
watched it in theaters or HBO Max, I should just like give it a watch. Give it a watch and what you think. So this is spoilers. So this is a spoiler review.
Like Sub-Zero like really came in as the big bad, killing Hanzo's family, and then like, killing him, and Scorpion like transitioning into the nether realm, into hell. And yeah, it was like a really great opening scene, a really great opening for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and definitely what I was gonna say, like the fight scene between Hanzo and Bihan, that 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 was pretty cool. It was definitely cool. Like the way how like when Hanzo like before Hanzo met up Bihan, like the Lin Kuei minions showed up,
Hmm.
and it's like Hanzo was just straight up terrorizing.
Oh yeah.
Terrorizing because it's like Hanzo was straight up pissed off when he
Oh
saw his
yeah.
family, and stuff frozen to death.
Hmm. Yeah. He went off on the Lin Kuei right there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, his face, like the face says it all.
Yeah. And I mean, what better actor to play, you know, Hanzo than
Hiroyuki Sanada,
right?
aka Sanada the God.
Yeah, like I don't think they could have casted anyone better for the role. Like they nailed it. Like
Yeah, like
props to him. Like he pulled it off. Like so good.
yeah, props to him and stuff. In fact, that they got him, and you know what's crazy? Like the MKX concept art in MKX, so like with Scorpion,
Yeah.
as like Hanzo and Sashi, they have Hiroyuki Sanada's head on Scorpion's
Oh
body.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, was like that like planted the seeds.
Yeah. Definitely. Like I'm really glad they got him. Like he's one of the characters that I feel like he really like nailed the part. Did a great job.
Yeah, he definitely did, and the fact that like he did research on the character because he didn't know like the game and the lore and stuff, and like he really did a good job like portraying Scorpion and
Yeah.
what he is.
And isn't he almost 60 years old?
He's
Like
60.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
he's
like
60.
that's insane. Dude looks
Yeah,
like he might be in like his 40s, like his mid
yeah.
40s or something like that.
Like,
Dude's a beast.
yeah, like the fact that like dude, he's 60 and he's like doing all this stuff,
Hmm.
like it
Yeah,
doesn't feel like this ain't new to him, to be honest.
right. So yeah, that opening scene was great. I
Hmm.
feel like it transitioned really well as the start of the movie. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Eh,
Bihan was insane throughout the whole movie though. Like
yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, Joe, I can't pronounce his name. Joe Taslim,
Taslim, yeah. He
Taslim.
he was he nailed the part too. Like those two characters, like the actors nailed their parts.
They
Like
really did nailed it. Like Joe Taslim, he 10 out of 10, the best
yeah,
behind.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
like he carried the movie. Like he was everywhere. Behind was everywhere.
Yeah, I can agree with that. A lot of people say that Kano kind of carried the movie, but I don't really feel that way. I feel like Kano, like the actor, did a fantastic job of like playing the character. He really felt like Kano.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't feel like humor was really the carry of the movie.
Hmm.
I
Out
honestly
of the
felt like
outside of fight scenes, like I feel like the actor that played Kano, he really did a good job.
oh
He
yeah,
really did a good job, but it's like he carried outside of like the fight scenes and
yeah,
everything. That's
yeah,
what like the humor side. Like that's what this movie needs. It's like we need some kind of humor, and pretty much Kano delivered it.
And what's crazy is that, I was watching a review from Maximilian Dude,
Hmm.
and I agree with what they said and the fact that Cole Young was supposed to be the character that kind of portrayed what the audience was viewing. He was supposed to be kind of like the character that the audience relates to.
Hmm.
But in reality, I feel like Kano was more that character, Because Kano was just like, yeah, what the fuck's going on? This motherfucker's shooting fireballs out his hand. I want some
Yeah.
superpowers. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Because like
Yeah.
he was in a sense he was filling in the role of Johnny Cage because in the first movie, Johnny Cage was that character. Johnny
Yeah. Johnny
Cage
Cage
was
was
like,
definitely that humor character.
yeah, he
He's
was the
more.
character that the audience relates to. It's like, oh, what's going on? What is this? What this tournament?
Hmm. Yeah.
What's going on? This motherfucker's got 4 arms. Like
Yeah. This is like this motherfucker got 4 arms. That's like those are my son. Those are $500. The sunglasses, asshole.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's like.
He was the one that the audience related to, and I feel like in this movie I couldn't really relate to Cole Young.
I don't think nobody is. You know what? I'll be honest with you. It's like, oh, I got so much things about this character. I swear.
Well, I feel like the biggest thing with that character was like they really tried to drive him to be like this family man. And
Yeah.
that's just not what the movie's tone set up to be. Because like you started off with Sub-Zero and Scorpion
And then it's
fighting
just
each
switched,
other.
and then it's switched to Cole Young,
Cole
and
Young, and it's like,
like,
oh yeah, oh I used to be in fights, and oh my family is so important to me, and it's just like, okay, yeah, like
yeah, it's like,
what's your purpose though?
yeah, it's like you're a family man, and you're an MMA fighter and stuff, and it's just like, whoa, why you here? And the fact that it's like
Yeah,
you have a birthmark on you. You have a birthmark
yeah.
on you and stuff. It's like, what's the purpose? What's your
The
purpose? What's your
transition
reason?
didn't really. I don't know. Like the transition didn't really make sense to me either, because it's
Hmm.
like I don't know. Like, because okay, throughout the years or whatever, like so. All right, the fight scene happens between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Everything goes down. Scorpion dies, descends to the Nether Realm, and then Raiden shows up and takes the baby, right?
Yeah, it takes the Scorpion's daughter.
Well, okay, if Raiden's taking care of that baby and like all these years later, like how did Cole end up becoming an orphan?
Yeah, like,
If
yeah, they didn't explain like how the Scorpion's daughter ended up. Like, well, it ended up like they took Scorpion's daughter to his temple, and it's
yeah,
like, what happens after? Like,
yeah, what
whoa,
happened? Yeah, and what doesn't make sense to me is like, okay, when um when Scorpion dies, well, when Hanzo dies, the mark disappears, right? But they
yeah,
claim that like throughout his bloodline, Cole was born with this mark. Like
yeah,
if Hanzo was killed, where
like
did this mark
Mark.
come from?
Yeah, where's the mark like transition to, like, how did it lead up to Cole?
Yeah, yeah, I don't. That's something that confused me. That, and I think also in that situation too, I feel like that's kind of at the point whenever Bihan became Sub-Zero and like kind of became stronger.
Hmm.
Because if you notice, like in that fight scene against Hanzo, he didn't really use too much ice
No, he didn't.
powers, and like it didn't really seem like he was like that strong with his cryomancy.
Yeah,
But like later on in the movie, when he's Sub-Zero, like he's using that shit all over the place.
yeah, yeah. And it's just that, like, no, this is just beyond, like, no, before he like uses cryomancy, ice powers, and stuff throughout the years. and stuff, and it's like the fact that like he's just becoming more menace.
Yeah. I guess in order for him to live that long, he must have had some sort of connection to Shang Tsung from that point in time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's no other way that he'd be able to live that long.
There's like there's no way. It's like how did he able to live and like with like the setting with Scorpion and Sub in the beginning, it was like what 1610 or 16
Yeah, six.
something
Yeah, around there.
in the
Yeah.
16th century.
Yeah. So you got, you got all these centuries later, and it's like,
Yeah.
how are these some of these characters
How did he live?
still alive? But I don't know, like so Sub-Zero was great. Like I felt like the actor was great, his acting was great, total badass character, like great representative of a villain. Um, like we said, Scorpion too. Like the actor was great, awesome fights. Like especially between him and Sub-Zero. Like honestly, probably the best fight in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you know what? Like, would the fight would have been better? Like, the fight would have been better if Cole Young did not get involved.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Cole Young should not get involved with between
Like,
Scorpion and Sub because,
right?
like,
Fuck.
dude, like, even though you're a descendant of Hanzo, you should not get involved with
Yeah,
the two legendary characters
yeah.
who has been the most iconic poster boys for 30 years.
Yeah, bro. Like I know you saw it though. I know you saw that scene where like Scorpion and Cole are fighting Sub-Zero. Shit's going down. Scorpion gets frozen in place, and then Cole Young's like off on the side, like, oh, some ice.
I was
Let me beat on this fucking ice.
let me save
Bro,
my family.
like you in the middle of a fight right now, and you turning around to go punch some ice.
Or some ice to save your family.
Like,
Like,
was that a misedit or
I
like?
don't even know. Like, like it showed Cole punching the ice, and when Scorpion and Sub-Zero were fighting,
It's like what the fuck is going
I was
on?
like, boy, what you doing?
No, but I thought that fight scene was tight, and I agree. I feel like it should have been left to just Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think that's a big issue I had with the whole movie. Like the fight scenes didn't really feel one-on-one throughout the whole movie.
yeah, it
Like
really didn't. Like most of the fights didn't really feel like it was 1v1. It was
because there
just
were
like
like
it was just like okay, there's a fight in the beginning, but then it's like somebody comes in and just like, hey, let's gang up on this guy. Like,
yeah. And I think that's like another thing that kind of upset me with the movie. Like I was hoping and expecting a tournament, and I really wanted to see the tournament progress, and then that never happened, and
nah,
then
yeah, cause
they meshed four fights into one collage of a scene,
mm-hmm.
and it's like there's so much going on in these fights. They're not fleshed out. It's like, oh, this is happening here, and then boom, cutscene to this fight. This fight's going on, and then boom, cutscene to. You never really get a full interpretation of what's going on in these fights. They felt super short.
Yeah, and it's just like this movie. It doesn't really feel like tournament. It's there like there's no
Yeah,
tournament
right.
around. They mentioned it, but there's no tournament. In fact,
And
that
that's the
like
whole buildup of the movie too.
yeah, which is like where's where's the tournament? Like y'all training and
Yeah.
stuff, but
They're training for a tournament. Sonya's been doing years of research for a tournament,
yeah,
gathering all these defenders for a tournament.
and the fact that she doesn't have a mark, she doesn't have
Yeah,
a mark until like the end of the movie.
yeah. I don't know. It was. Don't get me wrong. Like I love the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
It was just a hit and miss.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, so well, we covered Sub-Zero, we covered Scorpion. I'd say Kung Lao. Actor, perfect. Like that to me was a perfect transition from the games Kung Lao to the
The
movie.
movie. Yeah,
Like the
definitely.
actor nailed it. He had like that same sort of arrogance that Kung Lao has, like that really almost not too on that level, but like kind of like a cocky attitude, very confident. And then, dude, his moves and stuff were freaking amazing.
Dude, let me tell you something. Like the actor Max Wong, that's not his name. Um, dude, he got it. He got the Kung Lao part down packed. Like
Absolutely.
he like if you notice like when he does like during the training and stuff like like the punches that he does and like he
Yeah,
does
like the
the
Ip Man style.
Ip Man style and he does like the pose
Hmm.
he does the hat toss pose which is like
Yeah.
I think it was different kind of hat toss poses and stuff like he did one I think that was one like from Deadly Alliance and
Oh,
stuff.
no shit.
Yeah, it's like I kind of noticed that. It's like, whoa! And I pointed out in the theater. I was like, oh, he did it. He
That's tight.
freaking did it. And not only that, like I like how the way he introduced like the hat came in when like Sub-Zero was choking Liu Kang
Yeah.
and he did a teleport. He popped up. I marked out. I was like,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
goes our boy. There he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
For
pose
real.
side by side with Liu Kang and Kung Lao, that's the perfect like this is what MK Shadow Monks would have looked like
Yeah.
in live
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Like that was it was so cool because like just the moves and everything that he did, even the special moves, just transitioned so well onto the big screen. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely because like with like he like he actually does like he fights with the hat
Hmm.
and even like he does one kick that's like I seen this in MK11 or MK10. It
Hmm.
was one of the kicks I was like part of the string. I was like I can't believe he did that. Like
Yeah.
that's like the
Yeah.
like I'm nitpicking stuff that what Kung Lao does.
Yeah. Now, as amazing as Kung Lao was, and dude, okay, so like Kung Lao was amazing, right?
Hmm.
All this shit's going on. He's like, he's being a boss, and then like he's taking no damage, right? Like nobody's really hit him. Like he's not knocked out, nothing.
Yeah.
And then fucking Shang Tsung comes in and just grabs him, and he's like takes his fucking soul. Like what? Like what was that, man? Like
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. I was like, wait, like, and the fact that what bothers me, like, Liu Kang was just watching.
Yeah, I was
Liu
waiting for
Kang
him to
was
toss a
watching.
fireball or something, like, bruh, or a flying kick. Like,
Liu
come
Kang
on,
was
man.
watching the whole thing. Like, you could have just threw a fireball at Shane.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what would you doing?
That
Like,
that.
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Cabal. Uh, Cabal, like, he telling Liu Kang, like, he's about to get his soul sucked.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
what?
That was a terrible line. That
I
was
was
such a terrible line.
like, that's got to be a meme. I think,
You
you
know
know
what,
what?
man? You know what really bothers me though is like, if Raiden's able to teleport people anywhere they want, and he was in the process of teleporting people, why didn't he just teleport Kung Lao right the fuck out there?
Yeah. I was like, why would y'all? Why would he teleport him? You teleport everybody else, but why Kung Lao? Why not Kung
Yeah.
Lao? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, and Lord,
Now,
like, I want to talk about Raiden book. That's kind of later on.
oh, okay. Yeah, Raiden. Ugh. Uh, well, I mean, we're on the subject of Kung Lao. Let's talk about his old boy, his cuz,
Oh,
Liu Kang.
his cousin, cuz Liu Kang. Okay, for Liu Kang, I think the actor that played
It
Liu Kang,
was great in my opinion.
no Liu Kang, Ludi Lin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like you know what from what I've seen from Ludi Lin, like seeing a reboot of Power Rangers, like he was a Black Ranger and stuff, and then
Yeah.
and from going to like playing Liu Kang in this new one, I'm gonna tell you something. There was people criticizing of Liu Kang, this new Liu Kang and stuff. It's like, come on, dude,
I've
leave this man alone. He did
yeah.
his best. Leave this
Yeah.
man
He
alone,
did.
cause like,
I,
dude, he really got it down packed. Like he got the look,
he
and
got the
the
look.
voice. He
Yeah.
got the voice, and he like shooting fireball. Like we finally seen fire abilities from Liu Kang in this new one.
Dude, and a lot of people were like, "Oh man, look how tiny he is! Look how small he is!"
It's like,
Bro, I know you saw that one scene where he had his shirt off.
yeah, it was all
That dude
ripped
was
up.
ripped as a
He's
motherfucker,
ripped, dude.
bruh.
He's
That dude,
ripped like a motherfucker.
bruh.
Like, dude, like
Do not fuck with him.
I know. Yeah, it's like don't compare. Like I swear to God, there people comparing Louis Lin and Robin Shaw.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, they're two different people. Okay,
Yeah.
they're in their own. They're in their own lane. Okay, it's just
Now,
like Louis
I
Lin's
will
Liu Kang.
say
Come on.
with with the new Liu Kang, and it's obviously it's not Ludi's fault, but like I feel like the way that they portrayed Liu in this one was a little bit too serious. Like he was a little bit over the top on the serious with the whole Lord Raiden, we've been serving him, and the like all of like the extreme
Yeah.
just hand gestures that he did. It almost seemed like they were just pushing it a little bit too much. So if I feel like if they would have toned that back a little bit, he would have been perfect. Like he would have
Mm-hmm.
nailed it.
Yeah. I would say it's like why when Liu Kang introduces himself and then they take him to take the other fighters to Raiden's temple and stuff, and you notice how like with that red
Sash.
belt, red
Yeah.
sash and stuff, and he just keep.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you doing it?
It almost felt like a reference to Bruce Lee, if I were to say so. Because
Hmm.
like Bruce Lee was always like in that like ready stance and move stuff out his way, had
Yeah.
that sort of vibe going on. But no, I know what you mean. Like he kept like that sash was just like,
I was like, bro, what you like? What's the like? What you doing?
what do you,
It's like
what
I
do you,
know you're
what do
showing me. I know you're showing us every around the temple and stuff, but you keep doing this. Like,
yeah,
I know, like we get it. But oh
yeah,
no, there was like one funny part that like when Liu Kang introduced himself, and you know, is that like like with Kano like freaking out. It's like, wait, how like we got the marking like we get supernatural powers and stuff. Like, how do we get all this stuff? And you know, it's like when Liu Kang touches Kano's shoulder. There's so much things to go to learn. What the fuck? Is this still touching me? Like,
that was one of my favorite parts.
I was like, what you
Much to learn.
I have much to learn. What the fuck?
That was great.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, what you doing? Like, bro, this isn't touching me.
Yeah.
I don't know you like that, man. Like,
Yeah. That was yeah. But no, I feel like the actor did really well. I just
yeah,
feel like
he
from
did.
the director's perspective, Liu Kang wasn't quite there.
Hmm. Yeah, and I like that. You know what the funny thing about it is? It's like when like it's another funny part. I was gonna say like where like the stuff in the Raiden's temple, like you see Katana's fan,
Hmm.
and there was Quan Chi's amulet, a
Yeah.
Shinnok's amulet, which was
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I noticed that like Kano took Kano took the
Yeah.
amulet, he pickpocketed and stuff, and Liu Kang is like put it back.
Put it back.
He's like put what back?
Put what back?
It's like
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Although I found it weird that something with that much power was just kind of out in the open.
yeah, and it's
Be-
like Yeah, and I wouldn't say also Easter egg. So when I told you about the pillars, they made this temple. Like I think there was like I don't know if you noticed. You never played the 3D era of Mortal Kombat, right?
Not, not, not excessively, no.
That's really okay. Like so basically in Deception, there's this thing called like the Kami Dogo, and it's kind of like you get it from all like different realms, like from Dania, Another Realm, Chaos Realm, Order Realm. There was like pillars like that with the stone markings of the Kami Dogo from different realms.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's
because somebody pointed that out on Twitter. Somebody
yeah,
pointed it out on Twitter. I was like, whoa, that's really interesting.
yeah, that's tight. Yeah, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, that was
I
just
didn't venture too far into the 3D games.
yeah. I feel you. I feel, but that was me. It's like I know all these stuff. Like, wow, they really put that in
Yeah.
there. And also where like when Cole Young went to Soya's place,
Mhm.
like all the pictures and everything that they show, like they show
Yeah.
like Nightwolf, like the picture of
Yeah. Yeah.
Nightwolf,
Yeah. I saw Nightwolf. Yeah.
a picture of Nightwolf, and it showed a statue of Kodokan, like the picture of a
Oh, was
statue.
that Kotal?
Yeah, it was called that golden statue,
Yeah.
whatever. That was Kodo. I,
I
fe- I,
like the when I watched, man, I was really trying to figure out what the hell that was.
yeah, I was like, wait, like it's like oh, that's Kodo, and then there's like there's other stuff too on the pictures. I just never haven't caught that yet.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to go back and like slow mo that part to
Mm-hmm.
see like everything,
Yeah.
bro. But like that scene, like okay, that's another thing. So you know how we talked about how the fight scenes kind of seemed really short. They didn't really like bring a lot to what we were expecting.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that the first movie did that I felt really translated well and gave the audience like a full on like a like a good view of what was going on. Um, there were a lot of scenes where you had like a side view of the fight,
Yeah.
almost like a fighting game, right? Like the fight with Liu Kang and Sub Zero. You had them side by side right at the start, and they were fighting each other. The fight between Liu and Reptile,
Oh yeah.
side by side. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah.
Scorpion and Johnny Cage in
Side by
Hell.
side.
So that I feel like that really brings like a lot of hype and a lot of perspective on the fight when you
Mm-hmm.
have that sort of camera angle. So whenever Jax was fighting Sub-Zero, they had a scene like that. And it looked so badass, but it only lasted like a couple seconds. And I
Oh
was like,
yeah, 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 yeah. I know. Yeah, with Jackson Sub Zero and stuff in that
yeah,
building. Yeah, and of course, I'm sure you caught the Easter egg in there with the down like the spray, the graffiti
oh yeah,
down four low punch Sub Zero's ice
yeah,
ball.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
but
great.
like that fight like Jax versus Sub Zero, like that was like 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes and stuff. But like Jax, like for Jax, like he been having like different like the way how he lost his arms in different retcons.
Yeah. Oh, looks like you're frozen on my screen. Oh,
Oh
there we go.
shoot. Okay, that's so
You're
weird.
good. You're good.
Okay, that was so weird.
Sub-Zero heard you and he froze you in place.
Oh fuck! Well, you got that art. You got that art behind you. That's
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just saw. I'm like, oh, you're
I was
talking
like,
about
I was like, oh shit! Like,
me.
speaking of some serious scared the shit out of me. In that one scene.
Bruh, they really like I don't know why, but like they had like a lot of like horror aspects in this movie. Like
Mm-hmm.
with Sub-Zero and like that scene with Goro, like fucking Cole Young's hiding in a fucking barn with a crowbar, like, oh, I hope I don't trip and fall.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's funny is like the way how Goro Goro came out of that freaking barn. Well,
Yeah,
I was like, wait, you mean to tell me Goro popped out of the barn and he's like,
yeah.
what?
I don't like that fight was. It doesn't make sense to me because like Cole Young gets his ass beat in the octagon. He gets his ass beat by Melina. Like he gets his ass beat in training by Kano, by
Yeah.
Kung Lao, but he beats Prince Goro,
Uh,
like the champion of Mortal Kombat, and he's the prince of his Shokan race. And it's like, oh, okay, well, he just dies to Cole Young, who's gotten his ass beat by literally everybody else.
that that that's what pissed me off. That's really like one of the gripes I hate about this movie. Like you got Goro, who's the champion, who's like the champion of like the Mortal Kombat tournament and stuff,
Yeah,
and like you got this guy to get job of this new character, that
there
we
was,
don't even that we don't like.
yeah, yeah.
We don't
There wasn't
even.
even any build up for Goro either. At least
Yeah,
in the first movie, they had like a full on fight scene, where he kills that martial artist, and then you've got like a cut
Arlene.
scene where he kills 20 something people, and then it's like, oh shit, this big motherfucker's a threat. Like he's so strong. And then, he fights Johnny Cage and it's like, it's hype. There's a build up for him. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing in the movie for Goro here.
And then what bothered me is like Cole is like he gained like a supernatural power that like he got armor, like plot armor. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like this dude got gained like Aquaman's armor and
Yeah.
shit, and it's like you mean to tell me, and it gave him Tonfa weapons. That's Tanya's weapon. You
Yeah.
gave this man Tanya's weapon to beat Goro's ass, and it's you like
Yeah.
you mean to tell me that's like this character's cool? No, that's no. I don't approve that.
I
I don't really
I feel
approve
like the
that.
biggest issue is that we can't relate to Cole. Like
No,
they
we
didn't
don't.
make him an interesting character. They didn't make him a badass character. If they would have had like a scenario where he doesn't get, like, if they didn't make him a family man, like if he would have just been like this orphan, and like he grew up, he's living on his own now, he's got like his own apartment or whatever, that's why he's fighting to make money,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's good, like he's winning his fights and shit. Like, and then they would have showed Jax like go to the octagon and watch him, beat the shit out of this dude, and do some crazy shit that most people wouldn't have seen in a fight. Then it'd be like, yo, man, Cole's a fucking badass. Like, hell
Yeah,
yeah, bro. Like,
it's I like they should have done with Cole Young. I was like they should have like get this man the family man route. It would have gave us something else. Like Cole Young would be like this pissed off guy or something. Like or even like his family should have died. To be honest with you, his family should have died when Sub Zero like
I feel
froze
like
his
Hollywood
family.
is scared to do shit like that now.
Yeah, they was yeah they're scared. Yeah, they're scared to like pull the trigger on that
Hmm.
and stuff. It's like you know what, like if you're gonna like here's the thing, if you're gonna make Cole like Cole Young like make us buy into Cole Young, like here's my way of like how to make Cole Young likable. Cole Young, he gotta be this pissed off character. He gotta be like straight pissed off,
Yeah.
straight up ignorant. Is like he had a dark past or something,
Yeah.
and it's just that like, and not only that, like I don't like with the legions of like the bloodline with Hanzo Sashi. It's just like this could have been
Yeah.
like something.
Yeah. Like, I was
It
really
could have been something
hoping they were
else.
gonna kind of go in the direction of, he inherits some sort of like, fire spirit ability.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Scorpion, controls the fires of hell. So like maybe that would have transitioned to him through his bloodline as his power. Like, the ability to harness like the fires of hell.
Mm-hmm.
But eh, I don't know, they gave him armor.
Yeah, they gave this man Aquaman armor. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like Cole. He's
And it's
just
not the actor's fault.
yeah. No, it's not the
Like,
actor. No, yeah. Take like separate the actor and the character.
yeah,
Like the
yeah. Like
actor,
we don't
Lewis.
want to give people the impression
Yeah,
that we're talking down on the actor.
Lewis Time did a good job. Did a good job in the
Yeah.
movie. Okay, respected him. But like, let's talk about the character. Talk about the character, Cole Young. Like this, like the character is like he's like I say like there's could have been like Cole Young. Oh, well, not Cole Young, but like they should have gave the actor like a different character instead of Cole
Yeah.
Young. Like
Yeah.
Takeda would have been a perfect role for Lewis Time.
Hmm.
Like I would say Takeda because like with Takeda, he learned like when the Shirai Ryu and stuff like the
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think that would have been a better approach.
it
I
would have
think
been a better approach. And like it would have been better if they went through that
or
direction.
or if they went with the theory that everyone was going with that Cole Young was actually Kuai Liang, which would have
Ooh.
made more sense as to why Sub-Zero was hunting him. They would have been able to create a better ability for him because he would have developed his cryomancy.
Yeah, I think that was half of the fan base theories about that, like Cole Young being Kuali Yang
Yeah.
and stuff.
Which that's something I'm wondering too, is like now that, you know, like everything's been revealed as what happened, how, like, are they going to incorporate, which I think they said in an article, they plan to incorporate Kuai Liang into the movies because they're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't understand is, okay, Bihan's been in cahoots with Shang Tsung, which that's my theory on how he's been able to live, all these centuries,
Yeah.
uh, without aging. But where does Kuai Liang come into play? Like, Kuai Liang's not part of what's going on with Bihan. He's more of a good guy than anything.
Yeah, Kuali Yang is more of a good guy.
So like,
But with Bihan and stuff, it's like it's just like he's not really a good guy. Like like before news about it, like he doesn't really like much of like a bad guy. Like he was just like pretty much getting orders. Like
yeah,
Bihan was getting orders for Shang Tsung and stuff, and even like Quan.
yeah. But I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how they're gonna be able to put Sub-Zero or Kuai Liang into the movie, like into the next one or whenever, if Bihan's already like gone through like what 400 years or so
Mm-hmm.
of aging. So like, how does his brother even come into play? His brother would have been long dead by now.
Yeah. Like how his brother's like gonna be involved in this and stuff. Like how is he gonna be like how are they gonna introduce him into the movie?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, you have to wait and see about that. It's just like now that Bihan's dead as Sub Zero, like he's gonna come back as Noob, of
Oh
course.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Especially with what happened at the end,
the
where
Black
Shang
Smoke.
Tsung took Noob and well, Noob took Bihan and Goro.
Yeah,
I think he might even take Kano too. Honestly, like I think it just cut to those scenes, but I think he might take Kano. Kano's gonna get resurrected somehow, and then he's actually going to have the
the
metal plate over
metal
his head.
plate because Shang Tsung said death is just another portal.
Yeah,
So that line right there is like, okay, these characters are coming back.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I was like, feel like that's a good way to set up for a sequel. And
Sonya. Wait, what?
go ahead.
I was just gonna kind of move on to Sonya. And Sonya and kind of Jax too. They just, which I think Jet had said this, but they
Jet,
kind of just,
shout out to Jet Amumra.
yeah, I think he had mentioned that they felt like placement characters.
Yeah, I'll definitely, I'll definitely somewhat agree with you and stuff. Even though like the actors that play those characters, like Sonya, she did a really good job.
Yeah,
The actress that plays Sonya, she really did a good job. And stuff with like the mannerisms and like the attitude
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Like,
Which, like, I feel like that's something that we should like say is that all the actors pretty much did a great job.
mm-hmm.
There were just like a very select few that were kind of like, yeah,
Yeah,
I guess, yeah. But like most of these actors did a fantastic job.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
But Sonya was a bit underwhelming, and oh, she, she had like some certain scenes that were sort of unnecessary and just seems like cinematically placed.
mm-hmm.
Like the scene where the reptilian fighter or reptilian beast showed up,
Oh
and
yeah, with
she's just like,
Cole Young throwing the knife to
yeah,
Song Ye, and it's like, what's the with the
what,
twirly shit
yeah,
that she
and then
did?
it just stuck him in the chest or whatever, and okay, like, oh, what was the point?
It's like, okay, that was
Like
something.
you threw like 2 or 3 knives before that, and you didn't have to jump spin in the air to do it.
Yeah, I was
It just
like,
seemed kind of irrelevant.
yeah, it's like, what was that fight? What was that trailer shit for? It's like
Yeah,
you should have just run up to the lizard and
yeah,
just start stabbing. That's
yeah.
it. You,
And what kind of bothered me too is that, like we were talking about with the fight scenes not really feeling like one on one, especially like with Cole and Goro, like Cole hiding and using like the fucking crowbar, and then like, Goro going after his family and they're in the truck. Like, that didn't really feel like a fight. That seemed like a really bad like horror scene where a monster's trying to get them.
yeah,
And then the
that's
fight with Kano and Sonya, like, it's like they weren't even really fighting. Sonya's hiding underneath her fucking trailer,
yeah.
like
You know what? You
like
know what? Hold
like
on.
Home Alone style shit.
I was gonna
Like,
say something. I was gonna say something about that fight scene. Actually, Sonya's place. Basically, they use like, you ever seen the movie 8 Mile, right?
yeah. Oh God.
You know where I'm getting with this. So they really fought at B Rabbit's
They really
trailer.
wanted B-Rabbit's place.
They fought at B Rabbit's place. So it's like, how, like, I see the fridge, I see the kitchen and everything, and see the
Oh
bedroom and the
man.
bathroom. It's like, wait a minute, why am I seeing 8 Mile? Why am I seeing stuff from 8 Mile in this movie? Like,
Fucking Kano show up. Where's Mom's spaghetti?
where's Mom's spaghetti and stuff? Like, did Sonya just rent it out the trailer? It just like did B
Bruh.
Rabbit had a good rapping lifestyle or something? Like,
But yeah, she was inside like the vents. Then she was like hiding in the shadows. Then she was like hiding in the bathroom, like, yo, I got a bottle of fucking shit. I'm gonna throw at your face, motherfucker. Like she
yeah,
throws it and hits him in the eye.
so yeah, some kind of like adentine. I forgot.
Acetone, or I think it was
Acetone.
acetone.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's pretty much acetone.
yeah. Uh, that fight was just
Yes,
it wasn't a fight to me. It was like some kind of
it was some kind of
artistic
like,
dispute.
yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's like, it's kind of like reminded me of like one of those movies that like, how like
Like some
Like the lady
action.
is the main character in the story, and then like she's living in this house by herself, and there's like a
Oh
stalker,
yeah,
and there's like a
yeah,
stalker it's like trying to go and try to break into this house, it's like kill this girl, and it's like that's
yeah.
kind of
At
like
least
why
in
I
the
stopped.
at least in the first one, there's like a full on like combat scene. Like,
Yeah.
they're fighting, they're defending. Kano pulls out a fucking knife because it's Kano, like he's cheating or whatever, or using whatever he can to win,
Mm-hmm.
and they're fighting each other. This just
Yeah.
didn't even come off as a fight.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't even get me started on Reiko and Jax.
oh, actually, Reiko, I want to say something about this. So, they should have not put Reiko. Well, actually, they should have got another actor to play Reiko.
Something.
They could have something because, like, Reiko, the way how, like, it doesn't even look like Reiko. Like, do you see you don't see the face paint, you don't see, like, the armor stuff that he has on or something. Like, all I see was just the.
Even the acting, dude. Like, I don't know if that's how they intended him to act. Like, if the actor was told to do that, like, okay, I guess he did his part, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not how Rico acts.
no,
Like,
it's not.
like he doesn't like scream like he just screams.
Were terrible.
You're like, ah!
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, bro, Rico does not do that.
It was really bad.
Like, of course, like the actor, Nathan Jones, he played Rico. They should have gave him the Shao Kahn role. He fit.
Yes.
They should have saved him for Shao Kahn instead of like.
Because I mean, didn't Raiko become a Khan at one point?
No.
Like in the 3D? No.
No, he was just like, of course, like, well, I'll tell you about this. Well, MK4's and Ryogo's ending, like, it's just showing him like sitting on the throne.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn's helmet. We thought it was Shao Kahn reincarnated, but they debunked that.
Yeah, I remember. I thought that too.
No, he was just playing. He was just like putting the stuff on. It's like he wanted to be a Khan and stuff like that.
Just like a pretender. He wasn't actually.
Yeah.
At some point, he became a Khan.
No.
I guess not.
No. He was just a general. But like in the MKX comics, like, dude, have you ever read the MKX comic? Yeah, like, dude, Redco is like a threat.
Yeah.
He's a threat.
Exactly. Like, and he looked badass. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what they were doing in this movie with Rico, because like, he didn't have like the look on his face.
The face paint.
He was too much of like a meathead. Like, he was just really portrayed as a dumb character.
Yeah, like all I see, like, I don't see Rico. I see it's like some big ass dude with a big ass hammer just swinging around, and it's just like, okay.
And how long did that fight scene even last?
That lasted like 30
seconds?
30 seconds, maybe? Like 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I don't even think it was that long, to be honest.
Yeah, but the fact that
they showed up, they were like, oh, it's the dude. When they showed up, I was like, oh, fucking sick, it's the pit.
Yeah, it's the pit. Know? Yeah, I was gonna say that. The pit. Ooh, like, I marked out, was like, oh, they're gonna fight at the pit and stuff. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And then, whatever. Like, Jax was like, oh, I got the mallet. And then it's like, punch you, like... the
gotcha, and then the hand clap. I was expecting the stage fatality.
Yeah,
like y'all fighting at the pit. There's got to be a stage fatality.
Yeah, like don't put like, okay, either have Jax do his fatality, and have them fight somewhere else, and then toss somebody off the pit. Like, come on, man, you can't show the pit, the iconic stage for one of the first stage fatalities, and not do it.
Yeah, it's like, why? It's like it's there for a reason. Like, they didn't pull the trigger. It was like having them to do the stage fatality.
Yeah,
like show the iconic stage pit fatality in this movie.
please, like, and then the environments, like, Outworld didn't really, it didn't really like give the same vibe that the first Mortal Kombat did with Outworld.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Because I was gonna say like Outworld doesn't look like Outworld with all those mountains and stuff like that. And in the part in the show, the scenery with Shang Tsung, Sub, Lena, Ryuko, and Cabal, and Natara, like it feel like it was somewhere in space.
Yeah.
I was like, I was thinking, it's like Outworld was supposed to be purple.
Yeah,
It's supposed
like,
to be have a
there's supposed to
purple
be, like,
atmosphere,
fire everywhere. There's
fire
supposed to be
and
statues all over the place. Like,
yeah, like
crumbled buildings and
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to have a purple atmosphere, and not only that, it's like where's the Tarkatan race in the movie? Like there's Melina, but where's the other Tarkatans at?
Yeah.
All I see was like with Shang Tsung and his army. Tell me why Shang Tsung this one, like appearance wise, like Shang Tsung looked like it came from Dynasty Warriors.
He he does.
He does. It's like, dude, I can't tell if that's Shang Tsung or is that like Lu Bu or Liu Bei or Cao Cao.
Don't get me wrong. Like the actor was great, and he looked like Shang Tsung facial wise, like
Facial, yeah.
just like.
I
But
mean,
no,
yeah,
I get what you're saying. Like, I think they kind of wanted to have like that robe look for Shang Tsung, because like in the first Mortal Kombat, not the movie, the game.
yeah, the
The
game,
first game, he kind of had like all the robes and stuff.
yeah.
Almost like a wizard, like a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought the outfit looked pretty good, but I know what you mean. He does look like a Dynasty Warriors character for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's just that like they gave him a cape. I've already seen that and stuff. It's like, yeah, with all the armor that he has on, and it's like, oh, it's like I'm trying to buy into this, but it's like of course the actor that plays James he really did a good job, really did a good job on that,
Absolutely.
and it's just like man, it's just like I need to see this man fight. I need to see this man fight, like even like in the like hopefully in the sequel and stuff,
Yeah.
where it's just like he's just there to walk around, just commanding people and stuff.
Yeah. Something that the first movie did a lot that I feel like the new movie would have benefited a lot from, which I feel like they did it in some aspects, but not as much as the first movie. So like, you know how the first movie they would do like a lot of pan out scenes where like the characters, they get to the island and they're walking around the island and they're like, they pan out and you see like the entire area around them as they're
Yeah,
walking.
yeah.
They did that right when they got to the temple
Mm-hmm.
where Lou is walking with them, and like they kind of panned out a little bit and kind of, you got to see him walking around. Um, but I feel like, the way they did it in the first one kind of like helped set the tone for where they were at.
Yeah.
And you didn't really get that sort of vibe from the new one, unfortunately.
Yeah, we didn't really get that. We didn't get that like that island vibe. All it was just like mountains. That's all you see,
Yeah.
mountains and stuff. And I've noticed something that when Lou was leading the other fighters to Raiden's to the Raiden's temple, I didn't notice like I can't tell if that was like the same kind of location where they filmed Annihilation. Like
Oh God.
the whole like see like the tunnel and stuff. I was like, I couldn't really tell. It's not, but it's like, why am I getting vibes of that?
I don't know.
I was like, oh
I don't
no.
want to get any type of vibes from
And
Annihilation.
I know. And speaking of Annihilation, there's people on Twitter think Annihilation think
Man,
it's better than the new movie.
those people need to They need to be quiet.
Yeah.
Because
Okay. Here's the thing. I would say this. People are saying that. This is your battle. This is your fight. I'm not going to disagree or agree. I'm just gonna fall back. This is your fight. This is your battle. Good luck with that. If that's a mountain you want to die on, go ahead. I'm I'm not gonna say anything about
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna say something. Annihilation was not good, and the new movie was in no way, shape, or form that bad.
Yeah.
Like I will admit that this movie was not on the level of expectation that I was expecting. There's a lot of faults in it, but it is nowhere near
Yeah,
as bad as
nowhere
Annihilation. And anybody
completely.
that says that Annihilation was better needs to go back and watch that movie so they can reevaluate what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because Jesus, Annihilation was so bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was a disaster, a car crash. Uh,
Like at this point in time, I would say as far as like quality and how the movies are like rating wise, I would say like the first Mortal Kombat's still the best. New movie is second, and then Annihilation is just something.
yeah, yeah, Annihilation just like
Yeah.
completely it's like gutter, completely gutter.
If we're including like a lot of stuff, like the additional stuff though, I would say like the first Mortal Kombat movie, then maybe Scorpion's Revenge, then
Yeah,
then the new movie, then Legacy, then Annihilation.
no, yeah. Wait,
Because
like
Legacy was like a hit and miss for me. Because the first season was good, and the second season to
I
me
was
was
I was
like,
gonna say like Legacy season one, like
yeah, yeah. Season one was great.
season one.
Like
Okay,
if we're splitting up seasons, then I would say Mortal Kombat movie season one, Legacy, new Mortal Kombat movie season two, Legacy. Wait. I'm sorry. Movie Scorpion's Revenge, season one Legacy, new movie season two Legacy, and then uh, Annihilation. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Oh shoot, you want to include Conquest? You ever seen it?
Conquest.
MK Conquest. It's a one with like Kung Lao.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's like a TV
I
series.
probably have. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You get an idea.
Like if like with Conquest, I would put that for me is like okay, original movie, Scorpion's Revenge, uh, 2021 movie, Legacy season one,
Hmm.
Legacy season one. I'll definitely put actually. I had to put to me Conquest actually Conquest after season Legacy season one and season two and Annihilation.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
That's why I would put it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh shit. Well, I would say speaking of in the movie, think. Oh, you know what? We haven't gotten to this to the other characters. I would say, what you think about Cabal in the movie?
thought Cabal looked amazing. Like their design for him was fantastic. The use of his abilities were pretty cool. Um, I'm just a little bit upset that like some of the stuff he's like considerably well known for, like his, his gas balls and like his, interaction with that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't used, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like hook swords were great. I feel like the fight scene between him and Liu Kang could have been a little bit better. I feel
Yeah.
like there were too much close-up shots with them, like so it didn't really portray a very good fight scene. His attitude was pretty interesting. Like I liked the way his character was portrayed in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I thought he
it's
was great.
yeah. I mean, like it was just funny, like when Cabal first showed up and stuff, and like talking with Shang and stuff. Like it was just funny, just like roasting the shit out of Kano.
Yeah,
Cause,
yeah,
because he hated him, how the
yeah,
way he hated him and stuff. Like, yo, have you ever seen this motherfucker like batting
yeah,
at batting at fucking the Thunder God, Kano? Yeah, that piece of shit. Oh,
yeah. That piece of shit is the reason why I've got an iron lung.
our long piece of shit scumbag. And the scene between him and
I
Kano,
love him.
the scene between him and Kano and stuff. It's like the interaction, how they how they just,
Yeah,
well, you two-faced scumbag, ugly motherfucker.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
why does that reminded me? Why does that kind of like reminded me of like with you and your brother and stuff?
Oh God.
Every time I see you and your brother and stuff, and y'all meet up, I was like, that's fucking Dustin and his brother. What the fuck? This is how they fucking.
God, it doesn't help that I kind of look like Kano right now.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh yeah, fucking butte. Yeah, fucking wanker. Both of you take turns licking my sack.
Pass me the fucking egg roll.
Pass me the
Fucking egg roll. I got lasers.
That scene was great. That scene was great.
Oh, the table.
Like, yeah, the table scene was fucking great.
Yeah, Liu Kang and Kung Lao was so straight roasting on Kano.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like damn, dude. Like, yeah,
That
y'all.
shit was funny.
Yeah, I like.
Fucking lasers. It's better than you.
It's better than your fucking fireball, you pussy.
Pussy.
God damn it. Fucking Kano.
Mine first.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Kano was great.
I fucking love Kano. He
wasn't really portrayed as like this unlikable individual. It was actually the exact opposite.
yeah, he was portrayed as like a comedic, comedic mercenary. That's pretty much how I saw it.
I liked whenever Cole had met him for the first time, and he's like introduced in the movie.
Oh yeah, like who is this? Kano. Kano who? Kano, none of your fucking business.
It's like, oh, I was about to go out for a stroll. You fucking idiot. Whatever. Cole's like, stay here.
Stay here. And when Cole asked Sonya, it's like where's your bark? And I don't have it. And Kane was like wah wah.
Yeah.
I thought it at first I thought it was somebody in the movie theater said that.
Oh
yeah. I was like, oh
I thought so too, actually.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought somebody behind me was just like wah wah.
Wah wah. Like, oh no, wait, it was Kano. I was like, oh shit.
Oh man, I'm just so glad they didn't do like some bullshit like release your animality.
I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they did not do that. Oh my god.
Now if they would have went to through the trouble of doing like a fucking like a brutality, that would have been tight. Like real shit, like the old school, like the first Mortal Kombat was like the fight between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung. That was almost a level of fucking brutality. Liu Kang was just like, da, 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 da. Just like,
yeah, like straight beating the shit out of Shang and stuff. And then the last hit, he did the fireball. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but like he beat the shit out of Shang Tsung. I was kind of hoping it would like they would do something like that,
Yeah,
in the movie to where like somebody's like so disoriented and they're just like "Dun, dun, dun," or you know
yeah, yeah. I was expecting that too, but we didn't really get that and
that'd have
stuff.
been tight if like I don't know if they would have incorporated they could have incorporated some of the monks in to
Yeah,
fight to help them and
yeah,
just as like some lackeys just for like Cabal or somebody to like kill off some monks easy and to really show his abilities like they'd have him like doing like some shit with his hook swords and just cutting somebody to pieces or something.
yeah. There should have been some
Like
monks in Raiden's temple. There
yeah,
should have
I
been
mean they
monks.
were taking care of Jax but it was like they
Yeah,
weren't there to
they were
fight.
they were just they look like servants.
Yeah,
They were just servants. Like you know how like with Lu and stuff. Like
yeah, the Shaolin.
yeah, this freaking Shaolin and stuff. Like they should have like what they should have done. Like when Shang Tsung came through
Hmm.
to Raiden's temple, they should have brought like lackeys. That
Yeah,
way for like for the characters to fight, that would have been a little bit more better.
yeah,
It will show like the characters like finding their you know supernatural abilities. And speaking of that, like with the the marking Arcana concept and stuff,
yeah,
like it really didn't buy me. Like
yeah,
finding your supernatural ability when you have the mark and stuff, and like
yeah,
you kill somebody to get that mark because like whoever gets that mark, the only way they lose it is by you getting killed by somebody who doesn't
yeah,
have it, and then
yeah.
after that they get the mark after they
And
kill them.
And that kind of bothers me too because it's like it doesn't really it sort of like I guess shits on the statement of being a chosen warrior, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point it's just like yeah, you have the marking but like you didn't originally have it. So you're not really like one of the chosen defenders of Earthrealm. You're just somebody that killed somebody else.
Yeah, like you just kill somebody to get that mark,
Yeah.
and
It
and the
it
fact
felt
that
like it took away the meaning of it.
yeah, and the fact that like it's like where like the first like the fight between Sonya and Melina and stuff is like when Melina was like trying to like about to kill her and then she realized like wait, you don't have the mark.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm sorry, I can't kill you.
Yeah.
That's
It is. I don't know. Which even that part was kind of dumb because it's like, oh, you're not even worth it. Let
or
me.
you're not even worth it. I'm gonna dip out. Like
Yeah, like
what?
just fucking kill her. Like there were so many unfinished fights. It was ridiculous. Sub Zero and Jax. Raiko and Jax. Uh, Sonya and Melina. Like they're just leaving people wherever, whenever, not finishing the job. It's I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like,
And don't even fucking get me started on Nitara,
oh, she,
bruh.
bruh, Natara, she's just a setup. She's really
Yeah,
just a setup of Kung
like
Lao's fatality.
when people were starting to leak that Nitara was in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
at first I was like, oh man, not that character. Like, what are they gonna do with her? And then when I saw the trailer where like she's like on the statue and like her wings are out and she's landing, I'm like, yo, okay, all right, this might actually be tight as fuck. She looks cool, the CGI looks pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the movie, it's like, bruh, like you
Yeah.
really had her in here just to kill her off like right away. There wasn't even a fight scene. It was
Yeah.
just
It really
flying
wasn't.
around.
She just yeah. All she did was just flying around. That's it.
Now,
That
don't get me wrong, Kung Lao's fatality was tight as fuck.
it was really it
Like
was
Kung
really
Lao
dope.
fuck,
It was
bruh.
freaking dope. That was his MKX like
Hmm.
fatal. It was MKX fatality and stuff. It's like the blood like when Nataru's head hit straight first into the blade of the hat, and the blood started flying out, and it got on Kung Lao. Like, oh shit! It made Kung Lao look insane.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh shit!
Kung Lao always had some really tight like fatalities and stuff, and to see them actually incorporate that into the movie was tight. But like I just don't like how it transitioned into that.
Yeah,
Like there wasn't an actual fight scene in the
that's
first.
not really. That really wasn't a fight scene. That was just like, oh, I gotta catch this. I gotta catch this chick that's flying, so I could just slice
She
her now.
looked good, but it's like, what? Yeah,
Yeah, I mean Natara's appearance. I mean, she looks like kind of looks like more of a look of a succubus. If
yeah,
you if you catch my drift on that, because like in the game, Natara looks like straight up like fan service, like
oh yeah, yeah,
straight up fan service material.
yeah,
But in the movie, it's just like more of like a succubus or like a one of those vampires from Queen of the Dam.
yeah. I also felt like Melina could have been better too.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they actually showed like her full teeth, that scene was tight. Like
Yeah.
the visuals on that I felt looked really good. Um, but I feel like there could have been a scene where she actually like transitioned like that to actually like kill somebody, to like
Yeah.
eat somebody. Like even if it was like we were discussing like one of the monks.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, she just yeah, they would have like added the monks that like that could fight, and have
yeah,
Melina like start like they could have done more with Melina. It's like there's a
yeah,
teleportation. She could like had like the roll toss, the ball roll,
yeah,
or
yeah.
even like the side toss,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like
and the
I'm
biting
glad
too.
they incorporated the teleporting because that was tight. Like I
Yeah,
like the cinematics for that, but like yeah, side toss, fucking ball roll, which I mean I don't know
like
something.
they could have done more with Melina. Like I
Yeah,
don't mean to mind the actress. It's just that like y'all should have
actress was great.
they
Like
should have developed more. They should have
yeah,
developed more.
it was almost like it was like oh look Melina, and then it's like oh look Melina's booty, she's thick.
Thick,
And
yeah,
then it was look at her teeth, and then it was oh now she's dead.
yeah. Got blown up by Sonya's rings.
Yeah, that was that was dumb. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I was like,
Like the scene was cool, but it was just dumb.
boy, it was just like, hmm,
Cause it was like yeah, it was like oh Cole's fighting Melina, and then Melina's like shows her teeth, and he's like oh shit teeth, oh no Sonya help me.
nah. I
Like
was like, oh, help me. You know, the way how Sonya entered and stuff, entered stuff when like Cole was like getting a disadvantage and stuff from Melina and stuff. And the way how
yeah,
like Sonya jumped and she did like that twirling shit that she did earlier in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah. That was enough.
I was
Yeah,
like, what the? I was like, why you need to do that? There's no reason you have to do all that.
no reason.
Do all that extra shit. It's like, come on, you.
But but yeah, the the biggest I feel like the biggest letdown for me was there not being a tournament
Yeah,
and it not having that one-on-one experience with each fighter.
yeah, yeah. It's like they could have done that instead of like, you know,
Yeah,
1v1 and then somebody comes in that's like, help me out with this, help me out with this
yeah.
person.
So yeah, that was my biggest letdown. The biggest thing that I enjoyed about the movie, honestly, was probably the Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight. That's probably the thing that I enjoyed the most out of the movie.
Yeah, especially when they incorporated Scorpion's toasty fatality.
Yeah, I feel like they did a great job with that transition too. Like
Yeah,
instead of having him like, pull the
pull,
face off or
pull the
whatever.
face off. Yeah, and like they just like have him like take the mask off. Take the
Yeah.
mask off. And it's like I was in hell and like
I
I was in
at
hell and like
first,
control of the fire and shit.
yeah, like at first whenever it was just like coming out of his mouth, I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of But like whenever his face actually started transitioning into the skull, I was like, "Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
that's badass." Like
yeah. I was like,
that
oh
was tight.
shit. And this could have been a little bit more better when Scorpion did the toasty fatality. There should have been like a toasty sound effect after that. This should have been there.
That would have been pretty cheesy, but I think I would have liked that too.
Yeah, I was like, like there should have been that, and I was just like, you know what? I would mark out for that. It's like you
How do
couldn't.
you feel about the get over here statement?
Okay, so you remember like when the trailer first came out, and like the voice. I feel like they changed.
Yeah,
I feel
sounded
like
different in the movie.
yeah, it sounded different for what we heard on the trailer, and then in the movie, it sounded like I feel like they kind of like like edit like
Altered it or
yeah, like alter the
yeah.
sound of it. Because like I think
Now,
that was actually Sonata said that. I think I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably him.
Now, do you think it's good how it was? Do you think it should have been Ed Boon? Or do you think it should have been said in Japanese?
Um, you know what? I think they would have leave it for Ed Boon.
Yeah.
Like they would have get like a sound bite of
Hmm.
Ed Boon and just put it there and stuff. That would have make it a little bit more better. They
Yeah.
would have make it a little bit more better, and it's like with like don't get me wrong, Sonata did play
Oh yeah.
Scorpion
Yeah.
10 out of 10, and
Yeah.
it's like they would have like they would have added the sound bite for Ed Boon's Get Over Here and stuff.
Yeah.
That would have made it more. They would have made it more better.
Yeah. It would have been more catered to the fan base in that
Yeah,
sense.
cater to the fan base and stuff, like pleasing them.
Yeah. Um. It just it. I agree 100%, but I also think it's a little weird that Scorpion would say "get over here" in English,
Mm-hmm.
considering he's Japanese and he.
Yeah, like he's like the whole time like Scorpion he never speak in English.
No,
Instead of he
not
just
at
speak
all.
Japanese. That's it.
Yeah.
And you notice
Yeah.
that like with the confrontation between Scorp with Hanzo and Bihan in the beginning of the movie, they were speaking like in different languages like Japanese and
Chinese and
Chinese.
Japanese. Yeah.
Like Bihan speak Japanese
Yeah.
when when he's like confronted like Scorpion's wife and son.
Hmm.
I was like, hmm. Okay, so Bihan speaks like different languages. Okay,
He's Bihan is bilingual.
bilingual. I mean, there's a
You should
reason. There's
you,
I
you can
mean,
disconnect
his
from
name is B.
that.
Shit, he's Bihan for a reason.
Oh man.
But also like when Scorpion and when Hanzo and Bihan and stuff like Bihan was speaking something in Chinese, and then Scorpion and Hanzo said something like, "I don't know what you said,
Hmm.
blah, I'm gonna beat your ass."
Yeah, I may
Yeah,
not understand your
stand you
words, but I
words,
will kill
hear
you.
you. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's,
I don't know what the fuck you said.
oh, I will beat your ass. You kill my fucking
Ain't
family.
nobody to understand the words that are
You
coming out of
know,
your mouth.
I like how Bihan was just like I think he was just meditating after he kills Scorpion's family and stuff.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, bruh, like what kind of psycho would just
Yeah.
do that? Like you kill somebody's family and then you just sit outside the house, just meditating, waiting for the person that you're ready to fight.
Yeah, just chilling.
I was like, just chilling.
Hanzo comes on, is like, "What's up,
I
cuz?"
was like, behind. Just
Yeah.
so behind, just chilling. What's good? Like, why?
Yeah, yeah.
I was just laughing like, wow. I was like, oh wow, behind, you really dead? Like, is that how it really going down? Okay, all right. It's just,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my god, that was pretty cool though. Oh shit, I got you. I need to talk about Raiden.
Oh man.
Oh god. Okay, so Raiden, this one compared to like the 1995, the original, like Raiden, Christopher Lambert Raiden was just like likable, funny,
Yep.
funny and stuff, like kind of elder god, kind of like a thunder god.
And the way he talked to them, like whenever he was addressing their issues,
Mm-hmm.
didn't fully come off as just like being a total douchebag.
Yeah, yeah, and like this new Raiden was kind of like strict and rude and stuff. It's how
Without
without even
without
like
like a reason, you know?
without no reason, like with no reason and stuff. It's like this Raiden's kind of feel like this is like
Like he
he's
just
talking to you like
wanted to-
he's talking to you like a college professor,
Yeah.
a fucking college professor, like for calculus or some shit.
And
And
you're the student that's been acting up like in class most of the semester, and now you're trying to catch up and make the grades to pass. Like that's what he's talking to you like.
it's like
It's like, oh, you're showing up now. This
no,
is what
this
I
is
have to work with.
is this just these are our champions? This is it? Like straight up one by one, just straight up rude to them.
And then he didn't even like he didn't. I don't know. Like he didn't present anything to them. He didn't offer anything that helped them out.
Yeah, and it's like like with Cole asking Raiden like, wait, can you help us? And Raiden would give it like this derpy face, like,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I can't do that. like what?
Yeah. And then fucking Raiden shows up after everything's done gone down with Sub-Zero, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm proud of you." Like
I'm
at that
impressed.
point, it's just like, "Yeah, I'm impressed" or whatever. Like, who are you to even be impressed? Like, you've shown no relevance to this story so far.
Yeah, like this ain't the Raiden that we
Yeah.
used to see. It's like that's more of like Dark Raiden. Like you imagine like with
Yeah.
Dark Raiden, like he will be like the opposite of what regular Raiden is. Like being like disrespectful, being
Yeah.
rude.
And like Christopher Lambert's Raiden like almost gave this purpose of like fear for like other like the bad guys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, oh shit, it's Raiden. Like, we don't want to do anything that'll get us fucked up by Raiden, because like in the first one, Shang Tsung's like, oh, Scorpion Sub-Zero, deadliest of enemies, but slaves to my power.
Yeah.
And like they show off their abilities, and Raiden fucking busts up in that bitch, shooting them across the fucking boat with lightning and shit. Like, don't fucking attack my fighters before the tournament.
Yeah.
And then, like that other scene whenever that group of lackeys was about to fight like Lou and Johnny and them, and he's just like, And the lightning comes, and he's
I don't
like,
think so.
oh shit, yeah, I don't think so. Like, you had that level of fear and respect towards Raiden, and that's like people show up and they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit about the tournament. We're just coming in. Fuck you, Raiden. We're gonna walk in this bitch and do whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck your place up.
Barrier.
Like, oh, barrier. And another fact, like, you know what? It's like with the 1995 Christopher Lambert Raiden is like the most likable. Everybody likes this guy, respected. This Raiden right here, like, dude, you're like,
There's a lot of
dude, you're I don't like you.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I'd seen like some comments and stuff like on the movie and talking about how like Christopher Lambert was like not that great of a Raiden and like it was whitewashed and I'm just like,
Like,
dude,
dude,
Christopher was great. Like
dude,
what
like,
movie were y'all watching?
yeah, I was like, what? I don't know what movie or what were you watching because like there was no like people didn't like when the movie first came out, people really didn't complain.
No,
They didn't really
nobody
complain
complained.
about Raiden.
Yeah, like nobody complained about it because like, man, I don't, people are just really dumb when it comes to that sort of
It's
stuff.
just really ridiculous.
But I don't know. Like, yeah, this new Raiden didn't really feel like he had a place in the story.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of felt sort of useless.
Yeah, it's just that like, dude, it's just like what? Like you didn't have any purpose to
Yeah,
like,
there's
dude. You should
no
have just like, you should have just like tell like the people and stuff like you like we need to warn them about like of course they weren't like the tournament and stuff like that but just like help them out
yeah,
like just
yeah.
help them
Some
out and stuff like not
it's
like don't
like
interfere like
Shang Tsung's already in the process of breaking the rules.
yeah
So like, come on, Raiden, like
do
do
something
something.
like do
Yeah,
something like
like he's literally right here breaking the rules,
but you over
attacking the
here just
fighters.
you over here just like being like petty like do something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's wrong with the movie. There's a lot of stuff I like and enjoyed. Um, and I guess like do you have any like other major thoughts on it? Like any other major topics you wanted to go over?
Um, there was, I think there was, obviously there was one, um, we're thinking, oh, okay, there's one. There was, I think, I'm gonna say, I want to go back to the Goro part. Like, they should have introduced Goro a little bit better. Like, they should have done what, like, they should have shown what Goro can do.
Oh
Instead of
yeah,
yeah
100%. They should have.
yeah
Like,
instead of like
th-
showed up at the door.
oh, you know what they could have done? Um, because Goro had been the champion of Mortal Kombat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the storyline, didn't he defeat the Great Kung Lao?
Yeah, he did.
Dude, they could have done like some sort of past event
Mm,
of
a
like Goro
flashback.
fighting, yeah, fighting the Great Kung Lao.
Yeah, they showed the murals. They showed the murals in the
Yeah,
temple.
yeah. But like, yeah, they could have had like a flashback or like a past scenario of Goro fighting the Great Kung Lao and Goro winning.
Yeah, or like should have showed Goro terrorizing the people competing in the
Yeah.
tournament. They should have done that. And no, you know what? And I was gonna. There's something else I want to talk about. Like, when Scorpion, I mean, well, Hanzo died and stuff, and then it led his body to the Nether Realm and stuff.
Yeah.
They should have. Something told me Quan Chi should have been in the movie. Quan Chi should have
Yeah.
been in the movie when Scorpion was in Nether Realm and stuff.
Yep.
They kind of like tell him about like with Sub Zero and everything happened.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like instead of like Scorp or Hanzo being dragged into the depths of hell, it should have been like Quan Chi's like, skeleton hands like coming in and grabbing him and pulling him
Yeah,
into like his domain and then, explanation from there. I mean, I get why, or I get what they're doing and like they weren't sure if this movie was going to do well, so it seemed like they added like all kinds of stuff into the movie to try and get a fulfilling movie out of what they had.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they didn't have a budget. Um, so yeah, in case the movie didn't do well and there weren't going to be more movies, there was a lot in one movie. But
Yeah.
now that it's done well and they have plans for production for more movies, maybe it'll be more fleshed out. Maybe the tone will slow down a bit, and they'll be able to, uh, they'll be able to go in the right direction at a proper pace now.
Yeah. And the fact that it's like they show like the show it did show Scorpion in another realm and
Hmm.
stuff. He was just standing there chilling. He was
Yeah,
just he was just standing there. He's just like, oh, I'm just gonna wait until somebody frees me and shit like that.
yeah, they could have done something a little bit different.
They could have done something with that.
They could have showed him like possibly just burning in the nether realm and like him going through the torture and pains of like dealing with hell's fires and
Yeah,
whatnot.
they should have shown that, like
Yeah,
the torturing and stuff. Like he should have been like all
yeah,
chained up.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been that. Like remember on Scorpion's Revenge that they did show
Oh
Hanzo.
yeah, he was like in there and fucking
Yeah,
shit up.
he was fucking shit up on the demons.
Oh what?
I was like, dude, he does not give a shit.
Yeah, he was he was fucking badass in
Yeah,
there.
he was.
Even Sub Zero was a badass in there too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the fact that it's like on Scorpion's Vans, like it's behind in the MKX costume, which is like
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
it's weird, but it's sick though.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's always like fact that like Cole Young's plot armor is made out of Scorpion's kunai thingy.
The what?
Scorpion's kunai. Remember it showed Scorpion's kunai and it's like that
Yeah.
gold part of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like really.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. Yeah, the fact that like Scorpion. Okay, Scorpion in the beginning, and Scorpion showing up at the end. Showing up at the end and stuff. And like after he kills Sub Zero and everything, and
Yeah.
He tell Cole was like, "Hey, take care of my bloodline. All right, I'm gonna head out."
Yeah, like
And you know what? Like he took off his mask. Like after he took off his mask and stuff, like he burned fire. He puts it back on. Turns around to Cole. Put his takes off the
yeah.
mask.
That somebody like when I was watching the interview with Maximilian, dude, one of the guys had said like that sort of stuff right there was specifically due to the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like the actor, I guess, wasn't or didn't have enough screen time. So they do that specifically for like visuals for the actor to have like a like an impact on the movie
Yeah.
more so because they weren't necessarily hardcore like a part of the entirety of the movie. So it's like, oh, here's my face, I'm talking, mask back on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
kind of weird.
That was just like, hey, it's like Scorpion telling Cole was like, hey, look, carry the bloodline and so all that shit like that. I'll see you guys on flip side. I'll see y'all next movie. Alright, I'm head out. Deuces. Like
Yeah.
it's just like you didn't give him gonna explain like an explanation or anything. It's just like, hey,
And
thanks for
and
freeing
even
me.
in that, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like even in that sense, it almost makes it seem like Scorpion ain't even coming back. Cause Scorpion's all like, "You freed me," and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, like, are you done? Like,
Like, are you
like, are you
finished? Are you
not
done?
coming back? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it's just like
you freed me. So like, does Scorpion just not show up for any of the rest of the movies?
yeah. It's like hey, you free me. Alright, I'm gone. That's it's
Yeah.
like, wait, what? It's just like
The only way I feel like they can like legitimately bring Scorpion back into the mix is if they convince him. Like if Quan Chi shows up, he's like, "Yo,
Like
Kuai
Sub-Zero.
Liang, Sub-Zero's brother is here,"
Yeah,
or
I was like Sub-Zero is like alive or something like that, or
yeah, or Noob Saibot, Bihan is still alive.
be honest.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, like Quan Chi telling Scorpion, "Hey, Beyond's still alive," and then
yeah,
Hanzo would be just like triggers like what?
yeah,
Then that would kind of bring him back. That would definitely bring him back and stuff. I feel like that would be make like a good setup.
yeah. I hope they bring like Reptile or like somebody into the next movie.
Yeah, because with that lizard, dude, the fight scene with the lizard
It
and
was kind of
stuff.
weird.
Yeah, it
It
was
was like some
weird.
Predator shit.
Yeah, it was. Like to me, that wasn't really like it's not Reptile.
No,
It's fucking
definitely
Lizard
not.
Man from Soul Calibur. Okay, without all the armor.
Yeah.
That's just that's what I see.
Cinematics were great for it though. I thought it looked really fucking good.
Yeah, the
Cinematic wise.
CGI. Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely,
But
definitely.
that was not Reptile.
Yeah, that was somebody from his race.
Yeah. Even Shang Tsung had said that, like, send the reptilian, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He
Oh
he wasn't like he didn't say like send Reptile in to deal with him. Like,
yeah, they just had to send them one of the reptilian like
yeah, whatever
Zatira.
he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what really kind of was said. Was just telling them. Oh, and the fact that like the scene with just Shang Tsung and Sub talking, dog, Bihan's voice, Bihan's voice, pre-noob Sabai.
Hmm. It's it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like they made him okay. They made him sound like fucking badass in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's almost like they kind of turned down that savage like sound that he had.
Yeah.
But I mean, he still sounded cool. Don't get me wrong. I thought he
Yeah.
sounded like badass. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the fact that Bihan was all over the place in the movie is like when he went to like the city and stuff. It's like
oh yeah,
yeah, like with the ice and everything just shooting down. Shooting
yeah.
down. He got somebody. He got
Oh yeah,
somebody.
he knocked that dude right on his fucking
Writers
ass when that shit went down.
just like, bro. I was,
Like boom,
bro.
bitch.
Like, oh, oh.
That shit was pretty tight though. Whenever they were fighting, whenever Sub was fighting Cole and Scorpion, and like he's got his sword and he like starts generating more ice on the sword and just like fucking launches it at Cole.
Oh
And like
yeah.
all those ice
Oh,
shards.
the ice shards and stuff. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. He,
That was fucking legit though. I love the ice effects.
yeah, they really went all out for the ice effects. It was really
Mm-hmm.
good.
Like they made him really special on this movie.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
the fact that it's like Sub was Sub Zero was really like the fact that he was a first person in Raiden's temple, like
Oh
busted
yeah.
in. He busted in Raiden's temple and stuff like before Shang Tsung and this group came in.
Yeah. Liu Kang throws that fireball and he's just
Like
like
the fu-
fucking Tekken sidestep that shit.
right?
Liu Kang's just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, the fact that
Tekken
like
sidestep?
I like how like Liu Kang is like his fire like went down because
Hmm.
somebody like came in or whatever. It's like a ring.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like the ring gap. There's motion at your front door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh like holy
And then fucking
shit!
Sub-Zero just fucking launches that ice ball at him and knocks him back.
Knox. I thought it was gonna freeze him.
I thought it would too. Oh, you saw the ice clone though?
Yes, the
That
ice
was
clone.
tight. Yeah.
For I thought it was gonna freeze Scorpion too. The way
Yeah.
how like the ice clone was set up.
Yeah. I did like that they made an ice clone though.
I'm glad they put that in. I want to see like they should have had a little bit more moves like slide, like Sub-Zero slide.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do something like that.
They didn't.
Like with a Sub-Zero slide. It's
Yeah,
so
they didn't.
iconic.
Yeah, that's one of his iconic moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of a little bit disappointed about that.
It was awesome though that he fucking grabbed it. Like the spear like on the side of him.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, like
He's
when
like,
Scorpion did the spear and stuff, and Sub-Zero was
and then he
looking
pulls
up,
back. He's like,
and he caught
yeah,
that. I was like, oh,
that
like
shit was tight
I
as
was like,
hell.
oh, not oh, miss me with that shit. You did that to me, but
Yeah,
miss me with that shit.
yeah, yeah,
I like that shot. I like that shot right
yeah.
there.
That was a good shot.
That was pretty legit. I'm glad they put that in there
Yeah,
as a reminder.
like I'm still a badass motherfucker.
I'm like nah, I'm still a badass. You can't do this to me again.
Yeah,
And I like how the fact that like in the beginning Hanzo says, "Remember this face." Hanzo told
yeah,
Bihan, "Remember this face," and then the fight scenes
yeah. You remember this
like took
face?
off the mask, like remember this face, bitch.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like damn, Hanzo got too much tobacco in his teeth. Like oh shit.
yeah.
Damn, like Netherrealm got some smoked tobacco in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Scorpion they should have made like Scorpion's appearance. Like this really looks dope. It definitely looks dope and stuff. I love Scorpion's like his design and everything. It's kind of like the way how's like with the sword. And you probably didn't catch this. This is from the 3D era. The way how he was holding the sword is like that was his weapon pose from MK Deadly Alliance.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah. So I saw that. I was like, oh shoot. That was like a good reference.
that's tight.
Yeah. I like that fact that he caught the sword too with the spear.
Oh yeah, when he pulled the spear back and it was like flipping, and he's
Flipping and
like,
stuff and he caught it. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
that was tight. Yeah,
smooth. Smooth.
hell yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, you can definitely tell they put a lot of effort into that fight scene.
Yeah, I feel like they say that fight, but that's for last. I
Hmm.
feel like they did because the other fight scenes they were just like short, but
Yeah.
the with the last one, that feels like a main event. That
Hmm.
really feels like a main event of that movie.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm. Now, anything else had in
Um.
mind about the movie?
Hmm. Do you think there is going to be a tournament in the future movies? Because Raiden claims that they still need to gather, fighters.
Mm-hmm.
They still need to gather like Mortal Kombat fighters, and Johnny Cage obviously is the first one they're going to be looking for when the next movie rolls in.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I hope so. Because
Yeah, I hope so
the
too.
fact that it's like this is gonna be more. There's like, of course, they're gonna discover like finding more fighters. So,
Hmm.
including Cage. I'm sure that Katana will show up too.
Oh yeah.
Since now that
Well, I mean they signed.
we saw the fan in the temple.
Well, they signed the actress on too.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
Oh,
Katana's actress. They
okay.
they they already got her signed on, so yeah. I also feel like the next movie is gonna be, and this is if they do that, but I feel like this is gonna be like a movie where Liu Kang really starts to become like a developed character. Because in this one, he didn't really come off as being like the chosen one. He didn't really come off as being like super well trained.
Mm-hmm.
He was just really disciplined.
Yeah.
So like I feel like this one coming up is gonna be like a development for Liu Kang.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like yeah,
I don't
because
like how he got his powers either. Like
oh, right, the way how he explained how he got his power.
yeah, like that didn't really come off as I don't know, like he said that the like what, he was an orphan, he was taken in, and
By
then he
Master.
killed,
He mentioned Boraicho.
yeah, Boraicho took him in, and then he killed somebody. Like that was a part of his I don't know. Like it wasn't Liu Kang.
It's like, yeah, something told me that's not really Liu Kang. That's not really what like Liu Kang would do.
Yeah. I don't understand the story behind it and how he got his powers. I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like it was right.
Yeah, and
But
it's just weird.
hmm but yeah,
I like
I
how.
hope there's a future tournament.
Oh, so I was gonna say, I like how they. There was a few Easter eggs. I like how they used the sweep kick.
Yeah.
The sweep kick.
Yeah, the sweep kick. Because he does it to him twice, and then he goes for a third time, and then fakes it, and then does it again.
Yeah. I'm like that's a good nod.
Yeah, not to like the old school games where you would just sit there and spam sweep somebody, and
Yeah.
it would work somehow. You would just keep getting tripped.
Yeah, and also like, okay, let me go back with the Cole Young and Goro fight scene. Fucking, fucking, Cole's wife using
An axe.
axe and stuff
Yeah.
bro, like girl, if you don't sit down,
Yeah, if you don't sit your ass down.
sit your ass down, like
This is motherfucking Goro.
this is Goro, this is Outworld's champ, this is the champion,
Yeah.
and you're gonna try to attack Goro. A four-armed creature, a half dragon, half Shokan creature.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, girl, if you don't sit down,
Yeah.
and I noticed that my Cole Young's daughter yelling at dad like, "Daddy, like Daddy, do the uppercut!" And it's
Like,
like
bitch, this ain't no video
are you
game.
okay? He was like, you think this is like this is a video game? I was like, wait, it's kind of a reference, like,
Move.
yeah, like down two and shit. Like,
Yeah. Like I get the reference, but it was poorly placed.
it was really poorly praised. It's like,
Really cheesy. Really cheesy.
yeah, and I know it's like was funny during that fight scene when like Goro tried to attack his family stuff, and Cole's like, hey, hey. Hey, look at me!
Boom.
Pulls out his titty. I'm the one you want. You see this? See this bird boy?
Yeah.
I'm the one you want. Look at my titty.
Yeah. And then they're like, they're getting attacked and stuff, and Cole's like, oh shit, my family, and then he turns all like fucking Black Panther, Aquaman on him, and gets like the
The
the armor and shit, and he's like,
fucking
oh
boot.
fuck. Goro's he's attacking my family. I gotta go do something. And then he runs over there, and Goro's like, boom.
It's like,
Knocks him
wow.
right the fuck out.
Like, bruh.
Fuck out of here. Like, how do you let some, like, how did that get into a scene? Like he legit just ran over there and got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, like,
who thought that was a good idea?
yeah, like, who's, like, somebody, I don't know who's in the right mind, like, have to, like, put that part in that scene. I'm like, dude.
I'm gonna save my family, but I'm about to get hit hard as shit.
Yeah.
Knocked on my ass.
Right? Like, you let this man, like, Cole fucking had this bootlegged vibranium armor and shit. Just, like, how does this man, like, you let
Then
this
he
man.
shows up and, like, fucking breaks his arm.
It's like break this man's arm and shit.
That scene was actually kind of tight though. Like he breaks his arm and then he flips around and like actually pulls some UFC moves on him and drops him down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But uh,
It's just like overall, it's like I still like Cole, like Goro getting job to Cole Young, a character that's like
yeah.
is like never is like not involved into the Mortal Kombat storyline, and it's like
But then
what like
the Easter egg with Ed Boon and John Tobias.
Eddie Tobias.
Yeah, Eddie Tobias, the champion. He took the belt from.
I was
That was
I was like
pretty cool.
caught like at first when I first saw it, it was like I heard Ed and Tobias, and I was like, wait, like what did you just say? Eddie,
Yeah.
like Eddie Tobias, like oh, and then you notice that like Ed Boon did not mention one thing about the movie, like
Yeah.
before the release, or even anybody from the NRS. They never
Yeah.
mentioned the movie, which is
It's kind of
really
weird.
weird. Yeah.
Really weird. Like I figured like I mean obviously Ed Boon's not like involved with the movie directly, but like
Mhm.
it's Mortal Kombat. Like it's
Yeah.
his
This is his.
franchise.
Yeah, this is his thing and stuff. And not only that, it's like you know what? Like it would have been better. Like have Ed Boon do like a Stan Lee kind of tradition. He just popped up.
Yeah. Yes. Like
Like
he
he.
could have been the fucking old dude from the beginning. When he's talking to Cole Young, like who's your corner man and blah blah
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
and he's like,
yeah,
"Oh, this ain't no fun." Like that could have been Ed Boon.
yeah. It could have been. That really could have been Ed Boon in there. But it's like man, it's like if Ed Boon would have showed up in the movie as like a Stan Lee, like like a cameo,
That would have made
I
the
would mark
movie
out. I would
so good,
fucking mark out.
bro. And oh my god, that would have been perfect. Like you got the scene where Cole's in like the locker room and whatever, and you'd have Ed Boon come in as his like whatever manager or some shit like that, and like he walks in and he looks at Cole and he tells Cole, "Hey, get over here," like to talk to him.
Yeah,
Like, bruh, that would have been tight. That would have been
yeah,
fucking
that
tight.
would have been
Cause Ed Boon is the original voice actor for
a
Scorpion,
Scorpion.
and he's
Yes,
known for that voice line for like
yes,
20 something years.
definitely. Like,
That they missed an opportunity.
there's a oh no, you know what else they should have done?
Hmm.
Like, you remember the scene when Cole and his family they were at that some kind of food place?
Yeah,
There should have been like a MK arcade machine somewhere
bruh,
in that building. Like,
bruh.
just place it where like we
Let me
can't see it.
let me tell you,
Right there, like that, right
bruh.
there.
Oh
That's a
man.
beautiful ass arcade machine. God damn it.
Oh,
They could
but
have
yeah,
done that.
yeah,
They missed the opportunity on that. I was like, oh, they should have done that.
yeah. Like we've said, like we've gone over. We both like the movie. We enjoy it.
Yeah, but
There's
there's
a lot
it,
wrong with it. There's a lot of things they could have done, and I'm just hopeful for the future movies.
yeah, like I was like I said, this one was a hit and miss. This one's a hit and miss, but at the same time, this is a start. They'll like
Yeah,
I'm
this
sure they'll like improve like of their writing
yeah,
of this pretty much like what's gonna be like a cinematic universe for Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
And like
So so now that we've reviewed it, we've seen the movie more than a few times. Um, and we've just now had our discussion about it. what's your rating on the movie?
To me, with this one here is I would say like I would give this like a 7 to 7.5, 7 to 7.5 out of 10, because here's the thing, because like with the original and stuff, like original is definitely perfect, 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
bar none, bar none, classic. But
Yeah.
this new one here, this is like is its own iteration. Is
Right.
was
Yeah.
more of its own iterations. It's not like a sequel or anything, a reboot, but
Right.
this is like a start of something good. This
Yeah.
is a start of something good. This is like of course it has its mistake. It has its mistakes and stuff. There's like plot holes, a few
Right.
plot holes and stuff. So, but
Like every storyline from Mortal
yeah,
Kombat.
of course. And it's just like it'll transition transition from then on and stuff. Just like have the improve of the character development,
Yeah.
improve of the character development, and like kind of just like they're gonna make the movies real like a little bit longer. Because
Yeah.
like this one was like an hour and 50.
Yeah. It's gonna pave the way for the future movies.
Yeah. Since it's
They
like
got
we're
something.
we're getting like 4 more movies.
Yeah. 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 I would have to say, like, initially I was saying like a 7.5. But after like going through everything, looking at everything, all the pros and cons, the different viewpoints, either a 6.5 or a 7 for me.
Super
Cause like
Fires.
I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. It had its upsides. It had its downsides. They had some really bad things about it, but then they had some really good things about it. But just the simple fact that there were so many more downsides in the movie, it's kind of dropped my my viewpoint on the rating.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, I kind of take back. It's like, you know what? Instead of 7.5, I'll be like a strong 7. It's
Yeah. So
decent,
a strong 7,
decent.
yeah.
Yeah, is the movie is decent, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Movie is
Yeah,
decent but
but
fun to watch because like, of course, there's some stuff that's like kind of irritated me, like the Cole Young and Goro shit. That's like what
yeah.
irritated me and stuff. It's just like part of me is like, dude, get this character out of this movie. Get this character out of my
Right.
face. I don't want to see this guy.
Yeah. They just didn't make him a likable character like he should have been.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like Cole Young does not sold me. He doesn't sold me. Like in the
Yeah.
first, like they should have not introduced his character in the first place. Like
I completely agree with that.
before the movie came out, they should not ever put this OC.
Because because like Cole Young isn't even the audience's perspective.
No, it's
Like
not.
he's not likable, he's not the viewpoint. Like Kano's more of a viewpoint in a relation to the audience than Cole is.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like same for me. 7 out of 10.
yeah. This is a 7. This is definitely a 7 out of 10. Definitely, because like this is just this. I mean, this movie overall is just like there's some good points, there's some bad points, and it's
Yeah.
like, but at the end of the day, this is like a movie that we're just gonna be talking, and
Yeah.
there's gonna be more of this to come in the near future, and like I'm just definitely looking forward to like more of the characters that they're gonna add in, like with
Yeah.
Ermac and Noob Saibot, even the Cyber Ninjas too, and even like more of the
Oh,
female characters also.
please just don't kill him off like they did Natara. Like, oh my goodness, have some.
Oh, with Ermac?
Well, yeah,
Oh no, I
or
hope.
anybody really.
Well,
Like,
yeah, actually anybody.
incorporate an actual fight scene. Just
Yeah,
don't have characters in there and just. Come
yeah.
on.
like here's like my thing. It's like bring characters, make them
Give them a
like
proper spotlight.
yeah, give them the proper spotlight, give them the attention that they needed.
Yeah,
And not only that, the fight scenes, make all these fight scenes 1v1.
yeah.
And then I also bring the lackeys because we need those.
Yeah,
We need those because like we need to see these characters that like let them show off their abilities. Let them show off their abilities.
Yeah. My final thoughts are the movie was good. It wasn't great.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much what we all like agree on. Pretty much
Yeah.
our same mindset. It's like this ain't like decent. Like I said, it's decent, but it was fun to watch. Good stuff, bad stuff. No, it's like it
And
was.
we're looking forward to the future movies.
Yeah, looking forward to it and stuff, and having like just give us like the characters, our fan favorite characters, the proper spotlight
Yeah.
in the near
Because I
future
mean, if
in the
you're gonna
movies.
kill them off, then at least give them their dues. Like
Yeah.
give them their time to shine.
Yeah, just getting them the time to shine and stuff before you like even like kill them off.
Like I wasn't a big fan of Natara. I didn't really care that she was gonna be in the movie, but the fact that they just killed
Like
her off like that, I
like
was like, wow.
she was just a setup. She
Yeah.
was just a setup
Like
for
they could have done that with one of the lackeys, like some outworld lackey for Shang Tsung instead of
yeah.
that being Natara.
Yeah, they could have done that. Like having like the characters pull off fatalities on the lackeys
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
brutalities.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much all what I wanted to see. That's pretty much what I wanted to see in the future.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's my viewpoint on the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hope they'll do better.
Yeah.
hope they do better and stuff. So I
I
can
think they
improve.
will. I
Yeah.
think they'll take the criticism and try and properly focus on what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure they will figure something out. I'm sure they will figure something out because like with the director like Todd Garner and the writer Greg Russo and stuff, I hope they
Yeah.
have something in their plate for the future of the Mortal Kombat movie cinematic universe.
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty much it though. Well,
All right.
that was it of the review. So Drago, where they can find you?
You can find me on Instagram. I guess Instagram and Twitter. Um, Twitter /Dragosiege DRAGOSIEGE or Instagram /Dragosiege cosplay. Um, and yeah, that's where you can find me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. He does some sick ass cosplays, so follow my boy,
Yeah,
follow my brother. He
yeah,
has some sick
yeah.
ones. That art right there, he did that shit by himself.
Oh, oh yeah,
Yeah,
this big
show
brother.
that off. That shit looks
Yeah,
sick as hell. Oh my god,
for the most badass character in the movie.
Bihan carry. Hey, look, Bihan carried the movie. He carried the movie. Facts.
With his ice sled.
Ice with the ice slide and
Yeah,
horror and like actually it's just Bihan the character.
yeah.
They gave him so much love.
Right, right.
Yeah, and also and follow me, follow Mad Mike on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mad Mike 54. Usually stream Mortal Kombat and stuff and other games also. So I'm pretty much a variety streamer. Also, follow me on Twitter, at Mike Jones _ mad. Same name on Instagram at Mike Jones _ mad and stuff. And I'm gonna be posting this on YouTube and stuff. So I haven't really posted anything in like 2 years. So
It's been a while for me too.
yeah, I was like, I don't really post a lot on YouTube. I just look through videos and like them.
Dude, I know I told you the other day, but like my Ermac cosplay on YouTube is getting more traction. Just since I talked to you the other day, it
Yeah,
went from 14,000 views to 16,000.
yeah, I saw that. I was like,
And
man,
like that's the influx of Mortal Kombat just
oh,
being popular right now.
of course, yeah, yeah. Follow my, yeah. Again, follow my boy Drago. He's like a really sick ass. He got a sick ass Ermac cosplay. He did an MKX Ermac cosplay. So please follow him. He's like amazing, talented,
Appreciate it.
amazing, talented cosplayer. That art that he done, pretty good and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And also catch me on Twitch, Mad Mike, twitch.tv/Mad Mike 54. I'm trying to hit a goal of 1K followers. So yeah, so
Hell
be
yeah.
sure, be sure to follow your boy and stuff. And that's all I got to say about that. I realized, hold up, dog, we reached like 2 hours of talking about this
Damn, we're
movie.
talking about goddamn
2 hours.
2 hours. Shit.
Two hours. That's all that mushroom. That's all that much we needed. We just discussing and shooting this shit. That's really
Yeah.
all we doing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad, dude. Glad I asked you to join me on this and stuff. So thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Oh yeah, no problem. It was good to be here.
Yeah, I know people wanted me what my thoughts are on the movie, so it's like, hey, look, I can't do this without my boy.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, and even like in the future of the movies, we gotta do this again.
Yeah, we'll definitely do this again.
Oh yeah, definitely. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening to us of what our thoughts are, stuff. There will be more of this kind of MK movie reviews, hopefully soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, catch you guys. Thank you for watching and deuces, everybody.